and she won't catch up with it. She's given up on it. Good placement rather than power from Samara Vikrama, and she just makes it look so easy. The Sri Lanka opening batter.
Yeah, the Sri Lanka batter's making this look super easy. It's not a bad delivery from Sargent, just straying slightly down the leg side, and she's just on top of that straight away.
Yeah, you make such a good point. It's just slightly offline, just a little bit too short, and those small margins mean that someone like Samara Vikrama can help it just around the corner and miss the fielder in the deep. And I think Rebecca Stokel cuts a forlorn figure in the deep. She's been beaten on either side a number of times. Good sportswomanship there from Leah Paul, tying the shoelaces Samara Vikrama. No better woman than Leah Paul, everyone's friend. She made a new one there.
She's a great teammate, Leah.
Much better from Sargent. Just hit leg side. Race is on between Lewis and Prendergast. Lewis wins that race.
Yeah, and I think, Izzy, as you said, the margins are just so small at this level, and I think, you know, the girls have obviously been waiting a long time for international cricket, and that's probably just the difference between the, you know, domestic and international. It's that step up, such small margins. You can't miss your line, you can't miss your length even by, so, you know, a small bit.
Yeah, and such a good batting pitch as well. It makes it even more difficult for the bowlers. Eva Canning, I think, struggled a little bit. So I wonder, Jane Maguire on the field now. We talked about kind of off mic about difficulty choosing an 11. So does that come into it a little bit, that you're kind of bowling for your spot? You feel like someone's coming from outside, not just outside the 11 in the squad, but even outside the squad that's been picked for this series?
Yeah, definitely a little bit. And
oh well, misfield from Leah Paul. She would hope to stop that. I think she did maybe get a little hand on it, so it's slowed it up, but it's 2 more runs in the total.
And I think you look at our bowling stocks at the moment, we have such good depth, particularly, you know, in that opening bowling role. There's plenty of people that could come in and do that. You've got Orla Prendergast and Eva Canning, obviously, who are both in the team today, but then Alana Dalzell and Jane Maguire, very accomplished opening bowlers. So it's
too short again, and with the spin, that's going to be easy pickings for Kavisha Dilhari. They just seem to find the gap with ease, this Sri Lankan team. Young team coming up. Well, no Chamari Atapati, don't worry. He'll hit the boundaries just as well as her. 12 runs from the over, 111 for 1. You were talking just about that opening bowling.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it's a really good sign for Irish cricket, and I think even, look, obviously Alice Tector's been brought into the squad for the ODIs as well, another opening bowler, a way swinger with a little bit of more pace. I think if you look at where we are from an opening bowling perspective, it's really promising, and that competition is very much, you know, making everyone progress and come on.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the hottest topic is who's going to open the bowling, because it's about 6 or 7 that, you know, you'd be comfortable handing the ball to, and then Freya Sargent takes a new ball instead. So, yeah, she did a great job. She went for just 7 in that over. Well, I was wondering when we might see the captain, Laura Delaney, such a popular figure in Irish cricket. I loved seeing that video, which I don't know if you saw it on social media, where they handed the camera over to the next person. They said, "I'm handing it to the most competitive person."
I did
and
see
it was Laura Delaney. Straight on the money, as she so often is.
I think anyone involved in Irish cricket knows that Laura Delaney is the most competitive person. The only person probably to give her a run for her money ever was Claire Shillington.
I was going to say, I still don't know which out of the two. I reckon Laura's just more quietly.
Yeah, we probably didn't get both of them alongside each other for long enough to make a call on it.
No, they were playing together for years, but I think just, you know, Shiller's used to wear her heart in her sleeve a bit more. Oh, good little delivery there from Laura Delaney. She's someone who people underestimate, I think, especially if they haven't seen much of her.
Yeah, she flies under the radar massively. You know, I was saying to George earlier, she's been so successful with her bowling over the last couple of years, and she's done, you know, played so many roles with the ball. You know, we've seen her obviously as a very successful depth bowler, but she's just a miserly bowler. She makes it really difficult for the batters to score, and she's got brilliant variations.
One of the variations there, rolls the fingers over it. And I think, well, I mean, a measure of those kinds of bowlers, certainly when I captained, Laura was in the team. When you were in any pressure situations, she was the one you threw the ball to, and she relished that. She still relishes it, and it's even more difficult to do it, I think, when you're captain, because you don't know when to bowl yourself.
Exactly, and I think, you know, even
Shift leg side. In the deep cut. Brings herself on, makes the breakthrough. There's Laura Delaney. Just a little change in the pace, and Kavisha Dilhari didn't get a sweet enough contact to send it over the boundary. She opted to take on the fielder in the deep. The sub-fielder, Jay Maguire, settles underneath it, takes an easy catch in the end. So Ireland have their second. Another catch, and Kavisha Dilhari goes for 9. Sri Lanka 112 for 2.
Yeah, and look, that's what Laura Delaney does. We were just speaking about it. You know, she has the ability to change a game. She takes a lot of wickets, flies under the radar. So delighted for Laura there. Just have a look at the delivery here. Yeah, and she's tried to hit that on top of the bounce. Just can't get enough of it. And Jay Maguire comes around. Comfortable catch in the end.